First up on the show is Ernest Glenn, the owner of Topaz Cleaning and Restoration, a company that focuses on a wide range of cleaning services for homes and businesses. So, Ernest, you guys Franchise of the Year award. When was that, and what's the deal there?
That was about 10 years ago when I was in a franchise.
Okay, that's right. You've got it's your own thing now?
Yeah, we went independent about 10, 11 years ago.
Okay. Super Service Award from Angie's List for more than 10 years in a row.
Absolutely.
Is that current?
That is
up through when?
Through 2015, 16.
Okay. All right. And then 4.9 review rating on Google with 56 reviews. Did I get the numbers right on that? That's what I saw.
Yeah, that's what I saw, and I'm pretty sure we have more reviews than that. But,
well, you got some on Facebook, too.
Yeah, we have them on Facebook. Mm-hmm. On Angie's List, we just got tons of them.
Oh, yeah. And Yelp, too. See, I didn't check Yelp or Angie's List, but...
Yeah, I think we got like 1,300 on Angie's List.
Oh, that's all?
Yeah.
That's a lot, dude. That's a lot.
That's a few. But, hey, you're going to get a bad review, and we do have them. If I were to sit here and say, oh, we don't ever... I'd be sitting there lying to you. But it's when my process on a bad review is find out what went wrong. Don't ignore it. Just fix it. Make your client understand, hey, we made a mistake, admit it, and move on, and see if sometime you can get lucky enough, and they'll go back and they'll change their review if you just meet with them.
And then answer it, right? Answer the review.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's. I think all of us get that. I don't know. If somebody says they've got 1,200 reviews and it's 5-star, I'm like, that's what are the odds of that, right? Go gamble in Vegas,
right?
I had that kind of stuff. All right, so your background's interesting. So. Really? Space shuttle, Star Wars missile defense system? What's the deal there?
I was back in my younger days when I worked at one time I worked for the Blue Bonnet Arsenal outside of Waco, where we made missiles and stuff for the military. And after I left there, I moved up to Colorado and went to work for, my background is a machinist. So, and I guess that's part of why I get my drive from quality. I have to have it, But then I moved to Colorado, and I went to work for a company up there that we worked on the space shuttle program. We made different parts for it, and then we actually made some parts for the air defense system, the Star Wars system, where we were actually making projectiles and stuff to shoot meteors out in space.
Huh.
Yeah, that's what I said. Oh, well, if that's what we're going to do,
we're going to need some quality for that, I would think, right?
Absolutely. I wasn't involved in the targeting, I'll say that.
Yeah.
I was, because I don't think I could shoot that straight.
So how'd you end up owning a cleaning business? How do you go from Star Wars to cleaning business?
Well, I left Colorado, and I went to work down here for a company, and then it just wasn't satisfied with the level of quality that was being produced there. And I started looking around, and a friend of mine called me, had moved to Corpus Christi, and a franchising company, offered them a franchise down there, and he called me up, asked to know if I'd be interested in doing San Antonio. Well, I said, sure, I at least want to talk to him. And so we went down there at Brick Road, and I was with that company for almost 20 years. But in that process, it's a matter of, changing the way that you think.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Because I'm no longer dealing with precision, but I am dealing with chemicals
and people.
So
managing people,
you
customers,
mix all of that together, and you got a ticking time bomb in some cases. But if you're going to manage it right, and you can educate your clients on why they want to use certain cleaning solutions and compared to others, or why they should be wanting to clean. COVID's a perfect example of that. That's when you really wanted to do the cleaning and sanitizing of your home. But people were scared to have anybody come into their home. So, we had to address that and figure out how can we get this over to our clients to where they understand the importance of getting their house sanitized again and getting us past this COVID stuff. So going from being a machinist to being what I am today, it took a number of years to get to where I am today.
Well, as a machinist, right? You're not dealing with customers.
Nope.
Right?
Not at all.
Were you managing people?
I was managing people, yes.
How many people were you managing?
At that time, I was managing 5.
Okay. So is like responsible for their work product and showing up and doing those kinds of things. So that's a bit of experience towards the business owner. But the entrepreneurial mindset's different than an employee mindset by far.
By far.
So when you said, you 20 years you did that and you learned a lot, I'm thinking that's a big part of what you were learning.
Yeah, it's learning to, as a business owner, you have employees and you have clients. And you actually have to manage both.
And you have to make money.
And you have to make money. That is the hard part there. But, if you're hiring people to work for you that can't talk and relate to your clients, you have a problem.
Yeah.
And so, and I've always said that, I can teach a lot. I can teach you how to clean. I can't teach you people skills.
Yeah.
So when interviewing, that's what we interview for, is people with people skills. We can teach them everything else. But, one bad mistake from a technician going into someone's home just because of improper verbiage can cost you a lot.
So you spend a lot of time on training.
Yes, absolutely.
Are you the trainer?
Most of the time. But I also have an office manager, and Charnel is awesome. And so we kind of work back to back. If we have an employee that we want to do some coaching with, and they're responding to me and not so much to her, then I will run it. If they respond to her more than to me, she would run the training.
Well, systems and processes are going to be a key deal, right? And you being engineer mindset, I'm sure you probably got some pretty in-depth systems and processes in place.
Oh, yeah, we do. It's all in writing. You have to follow these rules.
So when somebody, you get an employee comes in, the trainer's following the guideline, the employee's following the guideline, and everybody's on the same page, right?
Exactly. They have to be. And that's when a question does pop up, what does it say in the manual? If you can tell me what it says in the manual, then we're on track. Now you just need to understand why that has to process that way. And it's very true when it comes down to cleaning Oriental rugs, because there's such a variety of them. Some are antique, some are irreplaceable, some are interchangeable. But what they're made out of, you have to know what that is, and that could be most anything. Is that rug going to bleed? How can you stop it from bleeding? How can you do this? How can you do that? And those are things that we teach before they ever start the actual cleaning process. They have to go through, and cleaning for area rugs, that's probably a 6-month process of learning how to do it.
So as far as cleaning high-end rugs, you got some stories there? I mean, because I would imagine, right, people spend a lot of money on that kind of stuff.
I had a golfer, he moved up to Colorado a few years ago. But he had a little 5x8 rug. It was 100% silk, beautiful, beautiful, blood red. And he would have us clean that rug every year, faithfully, just put him on the schedule, go pick it up. And one day he asked me, so what are you going to do? Because he had this rug in front of his bar when he was entertained, because he was a golf pro, so he would bring his students in there and drink or whatever. Well, what are you going to do if I spill wine on this rug? I said, you're not going to. He looked at me and said, what do you mean? I said, because you don't want to spill wine on this rug. It's silk. It's not. It has to be processed a different way. And you're going to cry when I give you the price of it.
Oh, okay.
I said, so we have to, in understanding how to do something like that, this is where chemistry comes involved.
Yeah, good point.
You have to know your chemistry. You have to know your pH when trying to clean these fine fabrics.
So what kind of a cost increase would it be if he spilt wine on a silk rug?
Well, his price on that, it was just a 5x8 rug. His price on that rug was $28,000.
Right.
For me to clean it and remove any wine of it was going to be about $5,000.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah.
What did you charge, just to clean it annually?
To clean it annually, he was running around the $800 range.
Okay, that's not bad. That's a huge markup there if you spilt something like that on it.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe stressful.
Don't do it. Yeah, don't do it.
So we're going to have to wrap up. Time goes by quick, but what is something that you guys do? Obviously, your training process, making sure people are skilled and knowledgeable so you don't make mistakes. But how do you guys stand out otherwise in your company?
We've always, from the beginning, it would stand out would be we want to be up there in the front. We want to be the people that our competitors look back to, and if they have a question, they call us.
You're the experts.
We want to be the experts at it. Exactly. You know, and myself, I carry about, 12 certificates. So, and certifications. We don't learn what we learn and know from Facebook. We go to class for it.
Right. However, you should create a post, a reel for every one of your certifications that you guys do. Create a playlist out of it so they can find it and see it. We're certified this, and then this.
That's an excellent idea. I never thought
Well,
about it.
you know,
There you go.
social media is something I do once in a
That'd
while.
be good.
Good reason to come and see you.
All right, Ernest, if people want to get in touch with you, how do they do that?
Simple. 210-653-9699.
All right, cool. And your website?
TopazCleaning.com.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. It was a good chat.
Thank
Good
you.
getting to know you a little bit.